Hello, I'm Jerry Fort. I'm gonna review Starbucks French Roast. This is the dark roast. This is the first Monday of 2026. Back to work after a long break. Not really ready to be back, but can't control that. Got my dentist appointment today after work. Not looking forward to that. My wife got me this box of Starbucks coffee. This is the K-cup version, but in the ground form K-cups. I reviewed this 5 years ago, just in a bag of ground coffee. Reviewed it that way, just using a regular coffee filter and all that. So it's been 5 years ago. Let's see what all it says on here. Notes of dark caramel and sweet smoke. The Starbucks roast. Each coffee requires a slightly different roast to reach its peak of aroma, acidity, body, and flavor. We classify our coffees in 3 roast profiles: Starbucks blonde roast, medium, and dark. So finding your favorite is easy, it says. On the back it says, the story of French roast. Muted with oil, the tumbling beans become eerily silent. A master roaster watches, knowing that if he pushes them a second too long, they'll burst into flame. White smoke hangs down as the glistening beans turn ebony. This is French roast. You can't roast it darker. Straightforward, light-bodied, with low acidity, and immensely popular since 1971, our darkest roast is adored for its intense smokiness. Muted with oil, tumbling beans become eerily silent. Oh, because they're not hard anymore, I guess, when they're tumbling. A master roaster watches, knowing if he pushes them a second too long, they'll burst into flame. So he's got to sit there and monitor this. Otherwise, the dark roast version will be ruined. So they're saying they're very attentive while this is happening, I guess. White smoke hangs down as the glistening beans turn ebony. So when they get a certain color in the tumbler, they know that they're ready to be removed, I guess. Because you can't roast it darker, so if it goes too dark, then I guess it's ruined. Straightforward, light bodied, with low acidity, and immensely popular since 1971. Wow. Okay. Well, I just got through running this through. Smells really nice. It does have a nice, sweet, smoky aroma. Excuse me, nuttiness. Yeah, and the sweet smoke is making the overall coffee to smell a little sweeter. Yeah, let's go to the paper, my classic paper that I'd done like almost 10 years ago. Still hanging in there. So it does have a smokiness and sweet, I'll say complex, nuttiness, very light burntness, definitely nice caramelization. Okay, that's on the aroma. Let's see what we got on the taste. Okay, wow, that's nice. Yeah, I've been drinking some of these. I haven't been paying no attention to them. I've been drinking them in the morning and the evening at home over my break. But like I said, I haven't been paying any attention to them. There's two, when a person, for me anyway, as a reviewer of coffee for almost 10 years, I have two versions of myself. It's the reviewer and then it's just the casual, just regular everyday guy. So if I'm not reviewing, I don't really pay that much attention to them. But when I'm reviewing, I focus more and I'm looking for things, more of the features. I can drink it at home and say, "Ooh, this is good," but not really go into it in depth because I'm not reviewing it. So just explaining that. So yeah, let's see. It's good. It's got a good boldness. This is a dark roast, like now, like you already know. The acidity is not high for it being dark roast. It's there, but it's not like real high. The bitterness is like a high, medium to low strong. So sweetness wise, it's it's there in the flavor as well. This like a sweet smokiness, but yet it's got a bitterness. So it's kind of got a nice balance to it that way. You could say it's slightly espresso because it is strong, but it would be like a mellow espresso type of a thing going on. Has a nice nuttiness, sweet nuttiness. Maybe a slight almond in there. Complex on the flavor as well. It does have a richness to it within like the realm of bitterness. Rich, and then that it's got that sweet smokiness is making it a little bit more rich too. It is roasty, but it's not like real dark roasty type of a coffee. Slight boldness, has some carbon going on, but it's not real high on it. Yeah, this is a good cup of coffee. It's really good. Let's see, what did it say about it itself? Notes of dark caramel. Yeah, you could say that. Because of the fact that it has the sweetness is existing within the smokiness. When you take a drink, it has a little bit of the sweetness in there. And yeah, I can get the little bit of a dark caramel type of a thing going on. And the sweet smoke, we already discovered that. So, yeah, it's good. I like it. Well, I've almost drank it all just doing this. Let's just add a little bit of, let's find out about the creamers. This is a regular creamer. I'm not going to put a whole lot in there, just a little bit. Coffee's almost gotten cooled down within this review. But it looks like it's dissolving anyway. Didn't really alter the aroma that much. Sometimes when I take a whiff of it, you get a little bit of a lactose kind of an aroma that's in there, but didn't really do that much for it. It's there a little bit. Okay, let's see. Okay. It has a slight lactose taste existing in there. It did curve off some of the bitterness that was in there. But it added a nice feature to it as well. Yeah, it's pretty good. Let's get a little bit more of a flavor profile to it. Not a whole lot, just like I did on their regular. Just put a little bit in there. Let's see what that does to it. Oh wow, that really went good in there. That really added a lot to that coffee. Um, so this is vanilla caramel. So this being a darker coffee and this already being a caramel flavor, it added to the flavor in the way of it brought forth more of that dark caramel that it's talking about on here. It brought it out more, made it more highlighted within the taste. Don't put like a whole lot in there, just enough to add just a little bit of the sweetness of the creamer. Um, that's what works best, I think. It's good. That is really good. This is a really good coffee. This is a 10 plus for me, definitely. There you go. Well, check these out for yourself. See what you think of it. I don't buy Starbucks myself. My wife just got it for me as a gift. It's too expensive, but it's really good quality coffee. If I run into sometimes, in break rooms or whatever, I definitely grab some up to enjoy myself. And then every once in a while I'll splurge and get some of those. But yeah, they do a pretty good job on their coffee products. But there you go. All right. Well, thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and we will see you on the next one. Excuse me.